Hey there, my wonderful English learners. Welcome back to the Easy English Listening Zone, your favorite little corner of the internet where learning English feels less like a chore and more like a chat over coffee. I'm Emma, and I'm so happy to have you with me today.
And I'm Evan. Hey, everyone. So glad to be here and ready to dive into a topic that I know is sitting at the back of everyone's mind, speaking with confidence.
You know, Evan, I've been looking forward to this episode for a while. It's about a topic that isn't just theoretical, it's practical. It's about that one thing that can truly help our listeners level up their English and sound more polished, more certain, and more confident in any situation.
Absolutely. Think about it. Whether you're walking into a meeting at work, giving a presentation, or even just having a simple casual conversation with a new colleague, the way you speak truly matters. It shapes how people see you, how they listen to you, and how seriously they take your ideas.
It's so true. And what we're breaking down today are key strategies that are simple, practical, and honestly can help you instantly sound more professional and polished. We're not talking about complex grammar rules. We're talking about small, powerful tweaks to your daily speech.
And Emma, that reminds me of one of those classic cringy moments. Have you ever said something and immediately thought, wait, did that sound way too casual for this setting?
Oh, all the time, Evan, all the time. I'll never forget one time I was in a really formal, high-stakes meeting, and I walked in and just blurted out, "Hey, what's up?" to the entire board instead of "good morning." I wanted the ground to swallow me whole.
I can totally picture that. And that's exactly why this topic is vital. Most people don't realize that small adjustments in their speech can completely transform their image from sounding hesitant to sounding confidently in charge. Today, we're sharing 8 key strategies to help you avoid those common slip-ups and truly boost your confidence.
Let's dive straight into strategy number 1, mastering your greetings. This is one of the easiest ways to instantly sound more professional, and it sets the entire tone for the conversation.
It really does. Think of a conversation like a house. The greeting is the front door. You want it to look welcoming and well-kept, so instead of going with this super casual "hey" or "what's up" in a professional setting, we want to upgrade to something like "good morning," "good afternoon," "hello, how are you today?" It seems tiny, but that small detail immediately signals respect and professionalism.
Absolutely. And while we're on greetings, here's a tip I live by. Use people's titles and last names until they invite you to do otherwise. So don't jump straight to, "Hey, John." Upgrade that to, "Good morning, Mr. Smith." It's a sign of respect, and it shows you take the interaction seriously.
All right, moving on to our second strategy. This one is huge because it relates to a very common mistake, being too wordy. Emma, I see this all the time. People think that by using big, complex sentences and lots of extra words, they sound smarter. But in reality, it often has the opposite effect.
Exactly. The truth is, being concise is key. The more direct, clear, and to the point you are, the more confident and competent you sound. Think about it. Great speakers don't waste words. We need to simplify those long, unnecessary phrases.
Let's go through a few examples to make this concrete. Instead of saying, "in the event that it rains, we will postpone the meeting," that's a mouthful, right? Just say, "if it rains, we will postpone the meeting." Same meaning, but it's shorter, clearer, and much easier to digest.
Perfect. Here's another one where we cut the clutter. Instead of, "For the purpose of improving our customer service, we are launching a new training program." Super heavy. Try, "To improve our customer service, we are launching a new training program." It gets straight to the point without unnecessary words.
And one more for good measure. This one is a common one that often pops up in emails. Instead of, "due to the fact that she was late, the meeting started without her," simply say, "because she was late, the meeting started without her." See how much more crisp, clear, and professional that sounds? Less is more when it comes to clear communication.
That clarity brings us beautifully to our next strategy, eliminating filler words. Oh, Evan, this is a big one, isn't it?
A massive one. Filler words, and we all do it, like like, and kind of, are confidence killers. They make you sound unsure of yourself, like you're scrambling for the next thought. And the tricky part is most of us don't even realize how often we use them.
Tell me about it. I remember listening back to an old recording of myself, and I was genuinely shocked at how many times I dropped the word like into a single sentence. It's a tough habit to break.
It is, but the fix is easy. Let's compare. Weak, like, I kind of think this idea might work. Strong, I believe this idea will work. You instantly sound stronger and more confident.
And here's the game-changing tip for this. If you feel yourself about to say a filler word, just pause instead. A short silence, a brief moment of quiet, actually makes you sound much more confident and thoughtful than filling that gap with or like. Embrace the pause.
That's a gold standard trick. And while we're cleaning up our speech, let's talk about another related category, side particles. These are words like basically, technically, or actually. Often they don't add any real value. They just clutter your message.
Exactly. For example, instead of, basically, we need to finish the report by Friday, just say, we need to finish the report by Friday. Simple, clear, and professional. The less cluttered your speech, the more authoritative and confident you'll be perceived.
Now, that's a fantastic start, and there's so much more to cover. We still have 5 more strategies to go through, including how to choose assertive words and how to remove those accidental disclaimers that weaken your message.
Yes. And before we jump into the next section, I want to remind you that we've put all of today's tips, plus comprehension questions and grammar exercises into a free PDF guide. If you want to review these strategies and keep practicing, you can grab that PDF. The link is right there in the description.
And stick around, because later in the episode, we'll be introducing a handful of intermediate level words and phrases. Our fantastic Bella will be joining us in Bella's vocabulary section to break them down, explain their meanings, and show you exactly how to use them naturally in your real-life conversations. So don't go anywhere. You're about to learn powerful communication tips and expand your vocabulary. Are you ready for the next round of confidence-boosting strategies, Emma?
I was born ready, Evan. Let's do this. All right, we are back and we're moving into territory that I think is going to be a game changer for some of our listeners. Strategy number 4, choosing strong, assertive words.
Oh, I love this one. It's incredible how simply changing a single word can completely shift how people perceive you. If you use weak language, you sound unsure, and unfortunately, people might not take your brilliant ideas seriously.
Exactly. It's not about being aggressive. It's about clarity. Let's look at a classic example. How often do we say, I think this is a good idea? It sounds okay, right? But compare that to, I believe this is a great idea.
Yes, that shift from think to believe takes you from doubtful to confident instantly. Here's another one I see on resumes a lot. Instead of saying, I was given an opportunity, say, I seized the opportunity.
Ooh, that's powerful. It shows you take action rather than just passively waiting for things to happen. And what about when we're making suggestions? Instead of the hesitant, maybe we could try this, go for the decisive, let's move forward with this approach.
I love that. It drives the conversation forward. But Evan, here is the one that I think everyone, and I mean everyone, is guilty of. After explaining something, we ask, does that make sense?
Guilty as charged.
Me too. But think about it. Asking that makes it sound like you doubt your own explanation. Instead, try saying, let me know if you have any questions. It keeps the door open but maintains your authority.
That is such a great point. And one last one for this section. Stop saying, I hope this helps. Replace it with, I'm confident this will help. It shows you trust your own value.
So true. Now, strategy number 5 ties right into this. Stop using unnecessary disclaimers. You know the ones I mean. This might sound silly, or you've probably already thought of this, but
Oh, it pains me when I hear smart people say that. When you start with a disclaimer, you're basically telling people, hey, don't listen to me, this isn't important.
right, if you believe in what you're saying, you don't need to apologize for it. Instead of, I'm not sure if this is a good idea, but just own it. Say, I suggest we try. Remove the apology and watch how much more people listen to you.
Speaking of listening, let's talk about strategy number 6, giving feedback. This is tricky in professional settings. You don't want to be harsh and hurt someone's confidence, but being too vague helps no one.
It's a delicate balance. The key is to be constructive. Instead of a flat, your work isn't good, try, I think this could be improved by...
You offering a solution, not just criticism.
Exactly. Or try the positive approach first. I really like how you structured this report. One way we can make it even stronger is by adding more details here.
I love that. It makes the person feel encouraged rather than discouraged. Feedback should always be about helping people grow.
We are flying through these. Let's move to strategy number 7. Evan, I know you agree with me on this one. The way you ask questions changes everything.
Oh, absolutely. Asking unstructured or vague questions can make you seem unprepared. We want to avoid things like, I don't get it. Instead, polish it up. Try, excuse me, may I ask? Or, I was wondering if you could clarify.
Yes, and if you need more depth, don't just say, what do you mean? Try, could you elaborate on that? It sounds so much more professional and shows you are actively engaged and paying attention.
Communication is a two-way street, right? Asking good questions shows you're a good driver on that street.
I like that analogy. All right, we've arrived at our final tip, strategy number 8, how to end a conversation.
Last but definitely not least, how you leave a conversation is the last impression people have of you. If you just say, okay, bye, it can feel rushed or even rude.
Exactly. You want to leave a positive mark. Try saying, thank you for your time and valuable insights. And always be clear on the next steps. Instead of, I'll follow up, be specific. I'll send you an update by Friday.
And leave the door open. Please feel free to reach out if you have further questions. It's polite, professional, and polished.
And that, my friends, wraps up our conversation on how to speak more professionally. But wait, we aren't done yet. It's time for a very special segment.
That's right. It's time for Bella's vocabulary section. Bella, take it away.
Thanks, Evan. Hello again, English learners. In today's episode, Emma and Evan introduced some powerful strategies, but they also used some great words related to professional communication. That's it for today's vocabulary breakdown. Try using these words in your conversations this week. Remember, the more you practice, the more natural they will feel. Back to you, Emma and Evan.
Thanks, Bella. That was super helpful. Expanding your vocabulary really is key to sounding more polished.
Absolutely. And hey, don't forget, if you want to review all 8 strategies we discussed today, grab our free PDF guide. It's got key takeaways, vocabulary exercises, and practice questions. The link is right in the description.
If you enjoyed this episode, please follow, subscribe, and leave us a review. It helps us keep creating content just for you.
And most importantly, keep practicing, keep learning, and keep improving. See you next time.
Bye, everyone.